I'm Jessica Ray with the LifeWise Company. And this week, I did not think that I would be talking about digging deep when I first thought about writing our blog for the week. There are so many topics that I could focus on during the week of Thanksgiving. Gratitude, generosity, joy, or finding community. But when I thought about Jesse's blog last week about being stretched too thin and how we are all stretched in so many ways right now, I thought it would be helpful to discuss digging deep inside ourselves to find positivity and joy with our day-to-day life. Trying to work from home surrounded by the same people every day, trying to help our kids with online school, and trying to navigate safely in our community with friends and loved ones. Right now, there are so many things happening in our world and our daily life that are feeling overwhelming. I realized that it might be helpful to talk about digging deep. What do I mean by digging deep? When I think about digging deep, I mean realizing that we are running a marathon right now, trying to live through the current situation in this country with a pandemic going on and the elections just happening is not a sprint. When someone runs a marathon, they have to dig deep inside themselves to find the reasons for continuing to go on. Digging deep to find the gratitude. Digging deep to find the moments of joy. Digging deep to find the reason for staying healthy. I heard Dave Hollis mention on his Saturday run that we have to find the many small moments that bring us joy in a day, instead of looking for the one big moment. I think that's so true for us right now. We have to dig deep into ourselves and find the small moments that make us grateful and that help us find joy. If your world is anything like mine right now, I find myself at home a lot. So my days are starting to become a little monotonous. Work, online school, eat, sleep, repeat. And since I'm working from home, I find that my work is starting to bleed into all of my days. Then I get some sleep, I eat at different times, and I repeat this process over and over. There's not as much happening that I'm actually looking forward to. Outings with friends? Canceled. Vacations? Canceled. I'm not saying this to make us feel more down and discouraged. I'm just saying that we need to dig deep to keep finding those moments of joy, finding the things to be grateful for. Let's talk a little about how to dig deep. First, try shifting your perspective. Instead of looking at life right now as if you're giving up many things, think about all the things that we will actually gain. We are such an immediate society. We want to have happiness now. We want the instant gratification. So when we aren't able to do the things that we had hoped would happen, we view it as a loss instead of reframing the situation. For example, we're not having Thanksgiving together this year with my extended family. I'll acknowledge it does stink, but here's the upside. We'll still make time to Zoom together. And honestly, my 7-year-old nephew has become a Zoom wizard. He started screen sharing drawings with us. We just played Hangman together this week as a family on Zoom. And I don't even have to get out of my pajamas. Also, this year for Thanksgiving, we're eating whatever we want. Now, if you're a person who looks forward to the meal that is traditionally prepared on that day, then go for it. Make your turkey, your mashed potatoes, your cranberry sauce. But what I decided to do was ask my 2 kids what they really wanted to eat that day. And anything goes. So the requests are stuffing, mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts, and French silk pie. Excellent choices. But really, nothing was the wrong choice. And it makes me more excited to think about serving them exactly what they want to eat that day. So instead of taking the perspective that Thanksgiving has to be the traditional feel and food that you've always had, how can you pivot? How can you change it this year so that it feels more exciting? What food do you love that you'd rather have that day? What fun activities or movies can you plan that would make the day enjoyable? These are all ways to shift perspective and not feel so much loss, but see it as creating a different opportunity. Dig deep, find the good, pivot. Another way to dig deep is to find many small moments of joy instead of focusing on one big one. For example, my first joy of the day is drinking my coffee. It's almost the first thing I do after waking up. I make my snickerdoodle flavored coffee with my hazelnut creamer. It is delicious and I love it. I also love my home office. And if you signed up for our newsletter every week, a few weeks ago, I talked about my home office and how I've added small touches of rose gold and pink. I have my diffuser going with a wonderful scent I've picked that day, and my salt lamp turned on. All of these bring me small moments of joy that help me to dig deeper. What do you do every day that brings you joy and helps you dig deeper inside yourself to keep going the extra mile? What do you love to eat, to drink? What activity brings you joy? What do you surround yourself with that you love? All of these small joys help us to dig deep inside ourselves, to keep finding the positive. A final way to dig deep inside ourselves is to create and maintain positivity, is to engage in self-care. There are so many ways that we can do this for ourselves. Start each day off with a routine that is meaningful to you. I usually have my coffee, work out, and then get ready for the day. These are self-care habits that I find to be meaningful. As I mentioned before, I have my diffuser running or a candle burning in my office every day. And having my office smell heavenly is an act of self-care that I love. I also bought myself a heated foot massager a few months ago. I have it under my desk in my home office, and I turn it on a few times a day. This is self-care that helps me dig deep inside myself to continue to be more present with my patients during the day and feel less exhausted by all the worries and negativity that might come my way. What acts of self-care are you doing every day that help you dig deep right now to sustain yourself? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you finding ways to engage safely with friends? How can you create ways to take care of yourself that will help you sustain and maintain positivity and joy? Digging deep inside of ourselves to maintain positivity and find joy is not something new. You've had to do this at many times in your life. We've all faced hurdles and adversity, and we've had to dig deep within ourselves to push through. It's just that this time, we're not sure when it will end. But the flip side of this is that it will eventually end. And when it does, we'll have the best and biggest party with all of our friends and family. Let's create another perspective. Let's find the joy. In the meantime, dig deep inside yourself, and you will see that you are stronger than you could ever imagine. Let's encourage each other because you are so LifeWise. Hey friend, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you please hit that subscribe button and also post any questions you have below. It is questions from you that inspire these episodes. We would love to hear what you think about it. And also, if you would like to join our Facebook community, you can interact with us and our community every day. Join us at Power Up by LifeWise on Facebook. We would love to give you some more time, some more one-on-one, some more interaction to help you reach your next level of growth and joy. Until next time, hit that like button, but please subscribe so that every time we post a new video, you get a notification. Share this video with anybody who could be inspired by it today. And thanks one more time for being a part of our community.